In 2025, the US made big changes to its visa rules, and millions across Asia are now blocked, delayed, or denied. From total bans to extreme slowdowns, we're counting down 10 Asian countries that just lost easy access to America. Let's get into it. Number 10, Bhutan. It might surprise you, but Bhutan, known for its calm mountains and focus on happiness, was hit with the strictest US visa rule of all, a total entry ban. Why? Not because of war or political fights. The real reason is outdated passport systems and weak digital security. The US now demands high-tech identity checks from all countries. Bhutan didn't keep up. So in 2025, America shut its doors to all Bhutanese visitors. No student visas, no tourist permits, no exceptions. Bhutan was placed in the red tier under Executive Order 14161, which means there's little to no chance of a reversal anytime soon. Diplomatic talks haven't helped either. This shows that in today's world it's not just about being peaceful, you also need strong digital systems and global cooperation. Number 9, Myanmar. Myanmar has been going through a difficult time for years, with ongoing military problems and a government that's barely functioning. In 2025, the US finally took action. Myanmar was added to the orange tier, which means heavy restrictions. Most visas are blocked, especially for tourists and immigrants. Only a few types of applications are accepted and they face serious checks and long delays. The problem? The US doesn't trust Myanmar's ability to screen travelers or track who enters and exits. With so much instability, Washington fears illegal immigration and security threats. For regular people, this makes life harder. Many who were escaping violence or looking for a better future now face a nearly closed door to America. Number 8, Laos. Laos might not be in the headlines often, but it's now on America's immigration radar, and not for good reasons. The issue is about deported citizens. When the US sends someone back to their home country, that country is supposed to accept them, but Laos refused to cooperate, creating a serious problem. As a result, the US put visa sanctions on Laos. Now every Laotian applying for a visa faces more suspicion, longer waiting times, and a higher chance of rejection. This affects not just criminals but families, students, and workers too. The US wants to send a message. If you don't take back your citizens, we won't let new ones in. For Laos, this breakdown in cooperation has major consequences for ordinary people. Number 7, Pakistan. In 2025, the US started treating Pakistani visa applications with much more caution. No, it's not a complete ban, but honestly, it's pretty close to a wall of red tape. Why is that? Well, it's because of rising concerns about fraud, terrorism risks, and weak screening procedures. So, Pakistanis now face strict rules, in-person interviews, extra documents, and much longer processing times. The scrutiny is even stronger for certain groups, especially young men and people from specific regions. Even those with perfect records are being asked to prove their purpose again and again. The process has become, frustrating and unpredictable. At its core, this isn't just about safety, it's about trust. The US wants transparency, and until Pakistan improves its security systems, trust will remain low. Number 6, Cambodia. Cambodia's visa troubles with the US have been building for a while. By 2025, things reached a breaking point. The key problem? Cambodia also refused to accept deported nationals from the US. And on top of that, there were growing concerns about government corruption and human rights violations. The US responded by tightening visa approvals for Cambodians. The result? Long wait times, random rejections, and expensive applications. Even people with good travel histories and totally valid reasons are being denied. This is no longer just about individual cases, it's about how the US views the entire country. This new policy sends a strong signal. If your country doesn't cooperate on big issues, travel privileges can disappear fast. Number 5, Bangladesh. Bangladesh didn't end up in trouble because of politics or violence. The problem here was numbers. In recent years, more and more Bangladeshi travelers overstayed their US visas. By 2025, the stats became too high to ignore and the US acted. There's no full ban, but getting a visa has become a lot harder. Tourists, students, and families now face tougher checks and longer wait times. Applicants must now provide strong proof they'll return home. Many are denied without clear reasons. Others are stuck in months-long delays. The US isn't just punishing rule breakers, it's treating the whole country as a risk. Until Bangladesh improves its overstay rates, this cloud will hang over everyone trying to visit the US. Number 4, Nepal. Nepal has always had a peaceful global image, But in 2025 it found itself under tighter US immigration controls. The reason? Old-fashioned ID systems and poor data management. In an age where the US wants secure digital records and cross-border tracking, Nepal is falling behind. That's created a big problem for travelers, especially students and workers. Application processes that used to take weeks now take months. Interviews are harder to get, and many are rejected with little explanation. The US wants countries to have strong tech, solid return policies, and good coordination. Nepal hasn't met those expectations yet, and its people are paying the price with missed opportunities and shattered plans. Number 3. Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka has been facing a different kind of trouble, mainly around fake travel documents and visa overstays. In 2025, the US increased its background checks on Sri Lankan travelers. The focus is to stop misuse of short-term visas and block fraud before it spreads. Now, students are finding it harder to get their university paperwork processed. Tourists face heavy questioning, and even those with clean records are seeing delays. The US wants to be sure that visitors will leave when they're supposed to. Unfortunately, rising overstay numbers from Sri Lanka made that hard to believe. Unless Sri Lanka tightens up its exit controls and identity checks, US visas will remain hard to get. Number 2. India. India's situation is unique not because of conflict but because of scale. So many Indians apply to visit or study in the US that the system just couldn't keep up. In 2025 the US paused many new visa interviews, especially for students. Suddenly people with college offers were stuck. Wait times for visa slots reached over a year in many cities. Even travelers with perfect paperwork faced impossible delays. This slowdown created tension between the two countries. India pushed for faster processing. The US pointed to security checks and staff shortages. The result? A massive backlog. The door to America hasn't closed for Indians, but it's become a narrow, slow-moving path. Even strong applicants must wait and hope. Number 1. China. When it comes to tough US visa rules in Asia, China faces the strictest limits in 2025. Thousands of Chinese students and professionals have had their visas canceled or denied. Those in tech fields like artificial intelligence, aerospace, and biotech are under special scrutiny. Why? The US fears espionage and influence from the Chinese government. Even applicants with small links to the Communist Party are being rejected. American colleges have seen a sharp drop in Chinese students, especially in advanced programs. Families are also facing challenges reuniting. This isn't just about immigration, it's about national defense and global competition. The US now uses visa policy as a tool to guard against intellectual property theft and political risk. Unless tensions between the US and China improve, these restrictions are likely to stay or even tighten further. So, are these new visa rules really about safety? Or is there more going on behind the scenes? Let us know what you think in the comments. And tell us where you're watching from. We want to hear how this is affecting people around the world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on global travel. Thanks for watching.